morning. It's Monday. It really is Monday, August 9th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan. We're here to practice Wudang Taiji. I'm running late this morning. Apologies for that. No excuses. I've been up since 4:45, but I'm just doing stuff. And I have, real quick, while I'm drinking some coffee here, I mentioned, I think before, that I was looking at schedules and what to do next and how things are going to go with this class and with some of the other things that I'm doing. I am very happy and pleased to announce that I have a schedule that goes through the end of August next year and will include a whole range of things that I have not really done very much with yet, but we're going to. Okay, so Bagua, Xingyi, sword, more Tai Chi, all kinds of stuff. One of the things, and I'm going to point this out because this is what we're practicing this morning. One of the things that we're going to do is to take the foundation that I have beat on over and over and over and over again during this last year for all of Tai Chi, for Yang style Tai Chi, for Wudang style Tai Chi. And take all of that and we're going to extend that. And what I mean by that is it's coming up pretty quick actually. On Monday, we'll have Yang style Tai Chi, the full form, traditional form, long form, traditional form. I'm going to start with a review of part 1, which I have covered several times. And then we're going to move on to part 2 and part 3. Wudang Tai Chi will continue with part 2. So, just heads up. Alright. Practice this morning. Wudang Tai Chi. Feet about shoulder width apart. Any stretches? Stand straight. Open the back. Wiggle fingers. Relax the arms. Pull up through the crown of the head. Hands circle to the front. Back around to both sides. Up along center line. Stretch out. Not too fast, not too slow, huh? And stretch up. Elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Leg stretch, right leg front, left leg back. Not too low this morning, just a little bit. Work on it some more later. And not don't push into the knee, push down through the leg. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, I forgot to stop. Left leg front, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40 on this side. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And relax. Okay. Pay attention, especially in this stance and in everything that we do. Pay attention that as you're moving, you try to not push into your knee. You don't want to do that. It's bad. Bad for your knee, bad for the movement. The direction of force is through the leg and down. Knee stays over the toes. Not too much this way, there's a risk. There's times when, if you're going into a low stance, you kind of have to do something. But you want to pay attention to what you're doing. Alright, Wudang Taiji, talked about this before, and we're in a big room here, so we're moving. We have almost gotten to where we're going to turn around and go back the other way. The problem is that going back the other way is based on having traveled consistently in one direction. Okay? So, and I'm gonna show this in just a second. All right. So what we're gonna have to do, we have to back up once, make sure that we don't back up too far, so that we can turn around and go back the other way. Okay. We're gonna be finishing the form here pretty quick. I'm going to show part of it this morning, and we're going to be working on it over the next 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. Okay. Follow me through. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the breath. Center your weight. Bend the knees a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Salute. Breathe out. Breathe in, sink. Breathe out, open. Turn. Relax the breath. Nice and easy. Pay attention to the timing. But take it easy with the move. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn to the front. 1, 2, 3. Hold ball. Board off, pull down. Board off, pull down. Press and push. Cloud hands. Nice and easy. Cloud hands again. Double cloud hands, single cloud hands. Single whip. Open. White crane spreads its wings. Shift back on the face. Up. and down, brush knee, step up, dragon and tiger, step through, hand strum the lute. Alright. I'm gonna hit the wall, literally, if I keep going. And this is part of my point. I talk a lot about this. It's an important point. Keeping control, knowing where you are in your space really matters. Okay? As you are moving, if you have more space, use it. If you don't, identify the point at which you have to do something to accommodate the space that you're in. Again, we talked about this a lot. So, I'm in here, I'm going to practice sword. I have to accommodate the ceiling. Okay, I do. I don't want to poke holes in my ceiling. I don't. I really don't. Okay? These are concrete block walls. I'm not going through them. Not happening. So, and the other room is smaller. So what do I do? How do I, and this is part of knowing how to practice, right? If you say to yourself, I can only practice if I have all the space that I want. It's the only way I can practice. You will talk yourself out of practicing many, many times. Many more times than you will talk yourself into practicing. Okay? You can be real serious about it, like I was, and just go outside no matter what, but as I've gotten older, I don't do that so much anymore. Alright, now, in this room, I end up here. Alright? Yeah. I need to keep going. What I've identified, two things, and I'm going to point it out. How much space do I have? How much do I want to use? How much can I use? I could do these movements a little bit smaller frame, and they would still be correct. And I would use less space. If I have more, I can use it. All right, now, from single whip, we're going to review from single whip. Yeah, all the way over the other side. We're going over there. Weight on the right. Right hand extended. Left hand at the right elbow. Keep the arm open. This is not closed, it's open. Reach out, sink, turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Open. Step up, hold the ball, shift back. Palm to the face. Up. Brush knee. Brush knee, step up, and strum the lute. Hand strum the lute. This foot, ready? Come to the other side. Okay, it's halfway, you're halfway there. Alright, so as we, hand strum the lute. I'm going to turn around, we'll do this together. Hand strum the lute. Turn slightly to the right, both hands circle down, circle up, and out. Pull the left in, ready to heel. On the 45, step through, brush knee. Alright, that, I've talked about where to put your foot in multiple circumstances and situations. So, as you have the capacity, right, to put your foot where you choose, you can use it. You can do that. The development of that is part flexibility through the hip, and it's part strength through the core, center of your body, so that your weight is well supported over your supporting leg. Alright? Over, not on, over. And your hip is open. Right? If you pull your hip up, pull up from here. Right. Yeah, I'm asking you to do this. Pay attention. Find your hip bone. Come to the center. Pull up from underneath. You should feel an opening through your hip. It's going to probably in the back of the hip, but you should feel that there's a little bit of, oh wait, there's something there that I got space. We want to use that. We do. All right, now, again, where do I put my foot? It depends on my target and where I've decided it's going. I'm going to the 45 and at about 120-ish degrees. So this would potentially be just at the waist or just below the ribs. Right, over here, right? Could be hip, could be knee. In each case, however, we want to pay attention to what we're doing, right? So I'm here, solid here. As this foot goes out, it goes to the heel. This is not toe, this is a heel. And it's not sharp, but it should be crisp. And I'm going to give definitions for that, what I'm trying to get to with that in just a second. Sharp would be that smack and go. Crisp is more and through. Okay? So, does it make sense now? All right. Let's try this. I'm going to turn around and face the other way. Let's try this a couple of times. Hamstring loop. Hand circle down, up, out. Ready to the left. And step. Again, hamstring the loop. Circle. Ready, up. Brush knee. One more time. Okay. As I step through, the next thing I'm going to do, bring my back foot needs to come around. Here. All right. Out. I'm going to start with hamstring the loop. We just got to here. Okay? Hamstring the loop. Down. attention, we sip of coffee. All right. I'm really happy I'm not having any technical issues this morning. It's great. Okay. As we move through the form, right, paying attention to this move, followed by the next move, followed by the next move. So you really do want to think about it in threes. What am I doing now? What did I just do? What am I going to do next? When you do that, it gives you the facility, gives you the skill, the capability. You build that skill that says, I can take this move and I can put it over here, and I'm not going to lose my place while I'm practicing. The form, this is a long form, and there's many parts to it, and how am I supposed to know where I am? And you know, she backed up, and then she went forward, and then what? I don't know what to do here. All right, this is. I understand. I do. I really do. Part of why I've stopped to talk about it, and part of why I've talked about space and using space. If we take this idea of what am I doing in space, we take this one step further. If I'm using any of this, any of the moves that we're doing in application, I need to know where I am in space, and I need to know where my opponent is in space. I do. It matters. It matters. Okay? I gave this example before. I can't reach the wall from here. I can't. It ain't happening. I have to close the space first. Right? So what's within my range? That's what I want to pay attention to. Single whip. Open. Settle. Out to the right. Up center. Come around. 1, 2, 3. White crane spreads its wings. Stop. Back up. Hamstring the loop. That right back where you were. Don't change your position. Hand circle down. The outside. Heel. 1. Brush knee. Both hands circle down, around, center, and out. Down and up. Other side. Circle in and out. Step on to the left. Step through. Hamstring the loop. Okay? This last part, dragon and tiger joined together, hamstring the loop. We just did that. And then there's this whole other sequence that goes in there. And then we're going to do it again. Okay? If this were bigger room, I was outside, we'd keep going. There wouldn't be any need to back up. The assumption is you've got plenty of space. All right, now, watch one time. And I'm going to do this in the same orientation that we've been doing, so you can follow along. I'm going to use much smaller movements so that you can see a little bit the connection. I'm going to try and get everything to where we are right now from single whip. Much smaller movements. Okay. Smaller movements, you get to do more. Bigger movements, yeah, you gotta have a bigger space, or you do less and back up. One of the things that I wanted to ensure, we're gonna do this again, just give me a second. One of the things that I want to ensure as I'm doing this is that some of these variations, some of these opportunities for practice, do it a little bit this way, we move a little bit this way, we got this, these kinds of things don't show up in the fancy edited montage of whoever it happens to be. They don't. It's not there. Trust me, it's not there. Paying attention to what you can do in the space that you have, understanding how that fits in with what the art offers. Okay? What's the opportunities for practice in this art? Excuse me. And there are multiple. Today we're working on the physical movements, and we're going to do it again. From hand strum the lute. Okay. Single whip, left side, right side, brush knee, step up. Dragon and tiger, hand strum the lute. First one. Okay. First one, over here. A little bit bigger. It's easier to see. Yeah, I'm settling into place there. Looking for my foot. It's easier to see what's going on when the movement is bigger. It's harder to find the circles and the patterns that we need to practice when the circle is small. Ultimately, we bring all of that in so that the circle is part of the waist and part of the lower dantian. The outside part. Right? Right now, we want to practice with a bigger form, so that I'm going to practice a bigger form, so it's easier for you to see. There will be time to pay attention to the internal part, some of it tomorrow actually. Hand strum lute. Shift down, both hands circle, counterclockwise, and out. Weight settles into the right, pull the left back, left heel, brush knee, step up, both hands circle, down, come around, and out. Right foot, brush knee, step up again, both hands circle, back around. This time left foot, step up, dragon and tiger, step through, hand strum the lute. Okay. It's a long sequence. The repetition goes with some of the timing, goes with the rest of the form. Pay attention to left side. We do a lot of left side, right side in Wudang Taiji, Wudang arts. Okay, so. Alright, so I'm here. Set. One, step through. Instead, that was the garage floor. And I'm going to do that to the side. You want to hand strum the loop, down, down, one, step up. All right. Opportunities for movement here, right? As we move, paying attention to the space that we're in and what kind of a movement am I going to do? Done several different kinds this morning, right? Bigger form, smaller form. Let's practice this last piece one more time, and then I'm going to show you the ending. Right foot back, left foot front. Slowly. Slowly. Hands strum the loop. Shift forward, down, turn. Shift back to the side. Left foot. Come through brush knee. Step around. Hand circle in, down, out. Right foot. Brush knee, turn around, down, circle, out, step through, hand strum the loop again. Okay, so hand strum the loop. Brush knee. Different movements. We do it again. Keep this in mind. Pay attention to this idea that we repeat and the idea that we're moving. We want to be moving continuously through space in one direction, okay? So once we start moving, we keep going. I'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm going to show the ending first. All right, so I think about different things, and I need to pick one. Second time. So we're up here, hand strum the loop, brush knee. Almost done. Almost. Part one. We start over to go into part two. All right, so I'm previewing this intentionally, right? Moving things along a little bit more quickly. Part two is going to be covered a little more quickly than what I've done here, and we're going to pay a lot more attention to both the physical and the internal movements all together at the same time. So, for lack of a better way to say it, the level of this class is going to go up. Let's just do this last part. What we covered today. Hand strum the loop. Shift down, turn, out, heel, step through. Notice my leg was much lower right there. And down. Step through. relax. Paying attention to this idea of, I have something that I do in this place, I do something else, and I have something similar that I do in this other place. We have several instances of brush knee. We come into it from, and this is what I was talking about before, we come into it from one place, we do the movement, and we go to another movement. Which one? This time I'm going to do this way, another time I'm going to do a different way. That gives us a number of things, including insights into where we can break up the space, break up the form, so that we can accommodate the space that we're in. It also gives us the opportunity to understand how these movements are connected. That's another class, not right now, but I will pay attention more to that in another class. I appreciate that. Thank you for being tolerant of my being late this morning. It was Monday, and yeah, there's no excuse for it. I was late. I appreciate your tolerance in that. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. And I will be back tomorrow with this set, the internal work. Wednesday, sort. Thursday and Friday, Qigong. Hope you'll join me.